In a shared office setting, there are plenty of things to be suspicious of, like the office refrigerator. Is this even food? Was it ever? Oh no. This is worse than the Chinese food from last month. Don't do it, Linda. Oh, Linda did it. Recognizing suspicious malware in your office technology isn't always as easy as smelling a carton of funky stir fry.
All right. Thanks very much, Chris. And as long as you said it, I'm going to say it too. Uh, Purnell has some delicious coffee. We have been subscribers in our house for almost all of 2020, and we're loving it. So well done there. I also want to say, well, two things. I was going to give a shout out to Tanner for his honesty and his vulnerability and transparency, because I do think that that sort of thing is incredibly important. My sister and my brother-in-law are both psychologists, and they spend their whole day every day talking to people about the hurdles that they have in their life and their challenges. And I do think it's important work. And his idea in the handbook about valuing mental health over physical health, I thought was great. I mean, you think about our cultural obsession with physical health and our appearance, and yet how we feel and how we think gets so little attention, and in fact is often shunted aside. It's a really good way to frame it, comparing mental health and physical health and how much attention we give them. Ying also, I really like the poem, which I think also is in keeping with what Tanner said. And a piece of what I had to say in my 10 ideas, just about being yourself, and being willing to have fun and have joy in life, including with people that you supervise. And so being willing to write a poem and share it with your employees, I think, is a good sign of that. I've got 10 ideas in there, and I'm sure there is an embarrassing story you could tell about the submission. I think I know what it is. But anyone can read those, and I just want to say something different, and it's related to them. If there's a theme, I think, running through my 10 ideas, one theme is efficiency, but the other theme is just simply to care about people and to put other people first, and servant leadership. And in that regard, the thing that I want to add is honesty, which I fully realize, coming from someone whose business is now elected office, might be silly. But it's incredibly important to me. And I'm thinking about it in part because I was asked recently to name a fear that you had to overcome at some point. And when I was campaigning, one of the easy ways to get a group of people together in any county is to go talk to the county party. I happen to be a Democrat, and so it would be easy to go talk to the Democratic Party in any particular county. I did a lot of outreach to Republican groups too, with limited success. But point being, one of the fears I always had in talking to a Democratic group was actually hitting one of the same points that I would always say when I was talking to the general public. General public, I knew I would be talking to a third Democrat, a third independent, a third Republican. And the point that was always a little bit, I said it every time, but it was a little bit harder to say each time, was I will not put my party ahead of the public, and I will not put my party ahead of the truth. That I'm going to treat Republicans and Democrats the same idea. I'm going to treat people based on their ideas, not on their partisanship. I'm going to treat the world based on facts and evidence, and not on party affiliation. It was usually refreshing to see how many people in a Democratic group might applaud that idea. But here's the fundamental thing, and this is in my approach to politics. It's also in the approach to managing 100 people in the office. I think that part of treating people like adults, part of trusting people, is being honest with them, and assuming that they can actually handle the truth. And when leaders don't do that, it undermines trust in the entire system. And so to me, read those 10 ideas. You can always refer back to them, but I have to just add, be honest with people. And if nothing else comes of it, at least you were honest.